Jessica from George's Cardigan. About a week ago, I posted on Facebook asking you guys if you would be interested in me doing hair tutorials. Of course, I asked this after I found some really embarrassing ones from 2 or 3 years ago that I had done. I'm gonna try and update them a little bit because I have had a little more experience. I've sort of gotten the hang of this whole video thing that I've been sort of messing with. So, overwhelmingly, what you guys really wanted me to do was overnight heatless curls. However, that takes me coordinating, taking a shower, washing my hair, you moms know what I'm talking about, and then coordinating another video where both kids are asleep when I take it out the next morning. So, that's gonna take a little bit more coordinating, and that will come when I figure this whole video YouTube tutorial thing out. But I wanted to do something, so I thought I would do a simple, using a curling iron, wave look thingy. It's basically what I do pretty much every single day. So, I hope you guys like it. Please go easy on me. What you're gonna need is a curling iron. I just have a regular one. A lot of people have the wands now. I do have one, but it's a little bit small for the length of my hair. So I like the size that this, the size curl that this gives. I have that set not completely on high because you don't want to damage your hair too much. But I have it about medium high. So this is my hair, just natural. It has a little bit of a wave to it, but it's very flat and very fine. So what you're going to want to do is, depending on how thick your hair is, I like to split my hair into 3 sections. I do below the ear, right around the ear, and then just on the top of the crown area. You're going to want to pin that out of the way. Make sure you brush through because having knots and then putting a curling iron to it is not very nice. What you can do is you can put hairspray before you actually use the curling iron, but I prefer not to do that just because my hair gets damaged really easily. So you're going to take about an inch wide piece, take your curling iron, and you're going to place it about halfway down the shaft. You're going to curl it up, wait a minute, lift the little clip a little bit, and then curl back up again. So if you can see how my ends are still out, that is what's going to make it a wave and not necessarily a curl. So I like to hold them a little bit if I have time, just so that it doesn't relax too much since I didn't put hairspray in beforehand. And on the bottom, I like to curl all away from my face just because it makes it seem a little bit thicker. But once I get above the ear, I like to do every other, going forward and going back. I'll show you guys on this side. So halfway, curl up, lift the clip a little bit, and just let it sit for a couple of minutes. Now if your hair is thicker, you're probably going to need to use thinner sections. I just don't have very much hair, so that's what's going on with me. Also, if you have thicker hair or really straight hair, you might have to hold it a little bit longer or turn your heat up. It just depends on what you have. So next I'm going to let it down. Do everything but this very top section. Brush through. Ideally you want to brush before you even start so that you're not brushing out the curls that you've already done on the bottom. So normally I reserve the pieces by my face to go away just because it's a little bit more flattering. So you're going to go halfway up and then twist. And you can even use a clip and clip them up while they cool. Now this next piece I'm going to curl toward my face. Now you don't want these, I took a pretty big piece, but you don't necessarily want the pieces that are going towards your face to be super huge, just because it can give you kind of a droopy look. that one. And then the next piece, do a little bit smaller. And I have a mirror over here, that's why I'm looking. And just let it go. Okay, next we're going to let down the top layer and go ahead and have it in whatever part you want. If you don't have bangs, you know, you would include this into whatever you're curling. So I like to start on this side, and once again, I always do the pieces right by my face, going away. And if you want it to be a little bit looser, you can immediately sort of tug on it, and that will sort of relax the curl and give it a little more of that wave look. And on the top, you really want to stress having smaller pieces coming towards your face. It's going to give you a lot more volume if you do smaller pieces. Ideally, if you do smaller pieces all over, your hair is going to have more volume naturally. But I just don't have time for that. When I get to this side, since I do a side part, it's a lot thicker on this side, so I'll take the top mohawk section and I will flip that over and just do underneath. I've got my piece, made sure that I have a piece in the front to go away from my face, and this piece is going to go towards my face. And I've got the ends hanging out there. Once you've let your hairspray sort of dry and set and your hair's not really sticky anymore, you just kind of want to mess the curls up just a little bit, just to make sure it's really loose and casual and sort of wavy. And if you do have any pieces that are a little too curly, like this one's kind of curly for me, but I know it's going to fall, you can always just run the curling iron through it just to sort of straighten it out a little bit. And I like to add a little bit of a tease because my hair is so thin. And I'll probably do a separate video on this. Once you've got it all messed up and to your liking, you can either take the hairspray or you can take like a dry, this is like a dry finishing spray, so it's not going to make it as sticky as this would, but this is better hold. But this is going to make it move a little better. It's not going to blow all as one piece when you're walking down the street. I have 2 kids. They're constantly digging in my hair, and if I had this sprayed all over my head, it would probably break off. So I'm going to go with the medium hold dry finishing spray by Rusk. This one smells a lot better than that one too. And to give it more of that sort of messed up look, you can spray from the bottom, and that's going to give you just a little bit more texture. You could also, especially if you have shorter hair or shorter layers like I do, you can use like a dry wax. Some of those even come in an aerosol can, or you can just take a little bit of like pomade or wax, rub it into your fingers, and just kind of pull it out, which I can do now with my hairspray while it's drying. So there's your finished look. Here's the back. I don't know what it looks like, so. And the oil in my hair and let it air dry, and then put it in a braid this morning, and that's my kid.